Welcome to this week's episode of F.Y.I. I'm your host, Doreen Barnes. Joining me via Zoom is a 3M president, Penny Wise, as well as I have Trish Buote, who is the executive director of the United Way of Leeds Grenville, with me here in the studio. So, Trish, welcome to the program. Penny, are you there?
I am here, Doreen.
Yes. Welcome to the program.
Thank you.
So to start off, Trish, United Way. Mm-hmm. It's that time of the year again where we're going to be seeing the launch kickoff. Will we be seeing the 3M partnership for the harvest lunches?
Absolutely.
Yes.
We're so thrilled. Yes. Last year, 3M brought this idea to us, and I know that they've done it in London, and we just thought how perfect that would be for our kickoff. And obviously, we're still in the pandemic at that point, and food security was a big issue, and yes, as it continues to be. So we're so excited that we're going to be doing it again this year.
Yes, that is awesome. So for the people that aren't familiar, what is this 3M harvest lunch? Just explain it a little bit so people understand.
Sure. Last year we aimed to feed 1,000 folks in our community who were in need, who weren't getting a warm meal for that particular day. And so what we did is we aimed to actually sell 1,000 meals to feed 1,000 people, and we well exceeded that. So we're so thrilled. And essentially we start at Loaves and Fishes, and then we moved throughout the community across Leeds and Grenville, and we had amazing volunteers from 3M who helped support it. So we were able to get that done, and again, many events across the community, so we were able to feed a lot more. And our target actually this year
is
1,500 meals. So
wow.
We're increasing it, 50% increase. So we know people need it,
yes,
and we know that this community is really generous and will help us do that.
So Penny, you actually engaged Trish in this particular campaign that 3M does. Why do you do it?
So 3M has been a partner with the United Way here in Canada for decades. And, 3M shares a common goal with the United Way that we work together to ensure that every person in every community has their best shot at a fair life. And our employees across the country, including here in Brockville, are passionate about giving back to those communities where we work, live, and play. And they generously donate their own time, their own money to support causes in our communities. So this partnership that we've had and this sponsorship that we've had in London of the Harvest Lunch kind of kicking off the campaign, it really is about engaging the community to help provide access to healthy food for those in need and to raise awareness for the need in the community. When you buy a meal, you're showing your local love, and for $10, you can feed someone a nutritious meal in our community. And I can't think of a more important time that we need to be feeding those in our community. As you look at the rapidly rising costs of food, gas, housing, there are more people in need today even than during the pandemic. And it's up to us to reach out and give a hug to our communities and support those in need. And we're delighted to be able to be bringing the Harvest Lunch back to Brockville and supporting the community of Brockville.
Well, thank you very much. As a citizen of Brockville, I'm glad that you have plants here in our area and that your employees are engaging our community. I think that's just wonderful. So, Penny, were you here last year for the inaugural?
I was in Brockville for the inaugural. I was there, and it was a fantastic day. The weather was beautiful, which was lovely. We had officials from Leeds, Grenville, Brockville area come and help us kick off the event. And it was wonderful to see all of the volunteers, the 3M volunteers, as well as the Brockville community volunteers in action, helping those in need in our community.
So what will the 3M employees actually be doing on, actually we should say, what is the date of the kickoff? What is the date?
The kickoff is Friday, September the 16th.
The 16th, okay. So Penny, what will they actually be doing?
Well, this year, we have more than 30 3M volunteers from our Brockville manufacturing sites who will be helping deliver or hand out food along with the United Way and the partnering agencies that Trish talked about. So Loaves and Fishes as starts.
Yes.
A couple of our employees have also offered up their musical talent for the kickoff on September 16th. So a lot of employees are going to be delivering and handing out food and connecting with those in our community.
And playing music.
Yeah.
How
And playing music.
How wonderful. Nice to have that extra talent.
It's an ask, a repeat from last year. The musical guests were absolutely fantastic and brought an extra moment, extra joy to the event, extra fun.
Yeah.
That is very, very, very nice. So how long does this campaign run?
Well, we are aiming for October the 7th, so about 3 weeks. But you know what? If there's more need, then we will extend that as well, and which we ended up doing last year as well, but about a week or two, because there were other folks that were contacting us and saying, you know what, our kids don't have meals in the afternoon. Do you think you can do a harvest lunch there? We reached out to 3M. We got some great volunteers, and they're just amazing volunteers. They're there and they care. Like, it's genuine. It's not, oh, I have to be here or it looks good on my resume or with my, my boss.
No,
it's actually about, they actually care.
Yes.
And they actually, a number of them delivered meals to people who couldn't get out of their homes.
Oh.
And that was really, really important as well.
That's a nice touch.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
You have some nice employees here in Brockville.
We do. And, during the pandemic, it was really hard because there were limited volunteer opportunities. And what we find is now that we're starting to open things back up again, we have an abundance of volunteers. We often have too many volunteers and have to find extra opportunities. So I think it's just a real testament to the employees and their commitments to the community.
Great. Okay, so the meal is $10. You indicated, Penny. So how do the residents of Brockville or the surrounding area, how do they purchase a meal for someone?
They can go to our website, uwlg.org, and there's a link there that they can purchase as many $10 meals as they can, or if they're able to do that. Last year we had folks that, got supported with some of our income tax programs, for example, from United Way, and they were able to pull some money together to buy 2 meals. And that was amazing. And then we had some corporate who bought a meal on behalf of each one of their employees. And again, at the end of the day, that meal goes out to someone in need. And so that's really what people are purchasing meals for. But they can go to our website and they can just click on the link and they'll go right to the site and they can purchase as many meals as they feel they can.
So Trish, this is not just adults that are receiving meals. It would be children too?
Absolutely. Children, adults, seniors, anybody who's in need. And we also found that even the seniors that we were delivering to and those folks that, just couldn't come out.
Yes.
It was a visit from someone who had a smiling face, who was kind, who was delivering. And often that's a little bit of a wellness check, although it's not a formal wellness check. It's just like, do you need anything else? How are you doing?
Yes.
And sometimes that just is enough to get someone through the next day.
Exactly.
So it's really important.
Yeah, it's a positive. Gives them a little bit of inspiration just to know that somebody cares.
That's right.
And in addition to that, they're getting a meal.
Absolutely.
Like, wow, it's a win-win
Absolutely.
for sure.
Yeah.
So, ladies, any other parting words regarding this particular 3M Harvest Lunch campaign?
Well, I wanted to say thank you to Trish and the United Way for Leeds and Grenville for their partnership. You have been extremely enthusiastic and committed to helping provide meals to those in need in the region. I also wanted to ask the community to consider buying a meal and helping us surpass that goal of 1,500 meals for those in need. For $10, you can make a difference in your community, and all the money that gets raised for Harvest Lunch for meals stays in the Brockville Leeds Grenville community. And lastly, I wanted to say thank you to our 3M volunteers, our 3M employees who are getting out into the community and going to make a difference and supporting us in our 3M Harvest Lunch.
Thank you. Trish, any
Yes,
parting words?
Absolutely. And 3M, as Penny had mentioned, has been an amazing partner for us. They share the same values as United Way. They care about the community and they do whatever they can. And again, there's that genuineness. They actually care about things. And, not to say that others don't, but you know what? It feels so good to work with a group that shares our values. And so we're excited about doing this again. And
And what's great about it, sometimes the 3M employees would also know some of these people. You know, they could have grown up with them or whatever. So, I mean, that just goes that extra mile. So, Trish, the date again for the kickoff is
September 16th, which is a Friday.
Call.
And if everybody could pray for some wonderful weather, that we would really appreciate it.
You will, yes. Talk to him, he will.
Yeah.
So,
but the tickets will go on sale as of next week.
okay.
So you don't need to wait till September 16th. You can go ahead and purchase those tickets right away.
Oh, fantastic. And they go to your website, everything is set up there. Can people call you if they do not have technology?
Absolutely. So either go to uwlg.org
Yes.
or give us a call at 613-342-8889
Nice
and
number.
speak to Wendy. And Wendy would be very, very happy to take your donation. And you'll also get a receipt for that as well.
Perfect. Thank you ever so much, ladies. I appreciate that. Thank you for what you both do for our community here in Brockville.